Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. If you're a Republican, you need to watch this whole thing. Today, we're going to talk about statistics at the county level and what those statistics are leading to and how those statistics are going to give the Democratic Party a massive edge in tightly contested races all over the country. As of right now, the single most important factor in determining your vaccination status, whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, is your political affiliation. Not age, not race, not level of education, not insurance status, none of that stuff. Your political party is the most important factor in determining whether or not you are vaccinated. And this is incredibly consistent. In areas that had higher vaccination rates, those counties voted for Biden at a higher percentage. In counties that voted for Trump at a high percentage, they have low vaccination rates. It is incredibly consistent. This is something we've talked about on the channel before, but now we have a little bit of new information. We're going to talk about the rates per 100,000 of those lost, okay? Not cases, those that are gone. If the county voted 60% in favor of Trump, the rates of those lost are 2.7 times as high as a county that voted 60% for Biden. If you go to the top 10% of counties that are Republican leaning and compare those to the top 10% of counties that voted for Biden, right? Those rates are 6 times as high for Republicans, for Republican leaning counties. This is consistent across the country. The Democratic Party is roughly 91% vaccinated. The Republican Party is roughly 59% vaccinated. If you are unvaccinated, you are 5.8 times as likely to get it. You are 14 times as likely to not recover from it. Think about those 60% numbers, 2.7 times as high. Imagine what it is at 51% Republican, right? It's going to be just a little bit higher, right? Just a little bit more likely. However, because we can tell there is a gap between Democrats and Republicans, most of those lost will be Republicans. If you are a Democrat running in a tightly contested area, congratulations, you're probably going to win. This is producing numbers large enough to swing elections. So, if you've ever watched this channel before, you know that the Republican Party is not a party that I am particularly fond of at the moment. So why am I saying this? 2 reasons. One, I don't like the idea of losing anybody to something that can be mitigated. These numbers shouldn't exist. These numbers exist because of misinformation that the Republican Party allowed to circulate, that they didn't counteract, that they didn't put out counter messaging against, that they just let it roll, right? And it is costing their own constituents. That, to me, is pretty unacceptable. I don't like waste, and this is a giant waste. The other reason is that I'm hoping that if you're a Republican and you can acknowledge that the Republican Party allowed this misinformation to circulate the way it did, even with these effects, that you might start to question, well, what else are they lying to me about? And if you look into it, you're going to find out it's a lot. Anyway, go get vaccinated. It's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.